Oh my goodness, I'm tired. And this OpenRC, it's consuming everything that I am. But we're almost to the finish line. Okay, so in the last video, in the last video, let's see. I was gluing stuff with Bill Duran. You know what? I still had this. So I got this all glued together. Look at that, and it's pretty sturdy. So this is the 15 pieces of the back part of the chassis. I did skin it with the styrene, and then I used some urethane adhesive from BJB on this side. I used epoxy, 5-minute epoxy to hold it together. I'll put it right here. The BJB stuff, I got the same material that Bill and I showed off, but I got a different applicator. Worked really well. Just want to say thanks to BJB for that little care package. That was awesome, and it came in super useful. I still remember in the last video in the comments, some people were like, Bill's supposed to know this stuff, and he wanted to try a brand new adhesive on something you spent hundreds of hours printing. And to that, I must say yes, because we're crazy pants and because I trust Bill. And we had an idea. We have friends who've used this stuff and have said, wow, this holds together really well. We figured it would. Science says it would. And I listen to science when science talks. Bill had Loctite spray adhesive. I went to Home Depot, and what I found in the Loctite spray adhesives was stuff that it didn't list plastic anywhere. I went and I got this Super 77 from 3M multi-purpose adhesive, Adheso Multiuso. I'm butchering that, but commercial strength, dries quickly and clear. It worked great. I sprayed the underside of this and the top side of that after sanding it. Once it dried to a tackiness, I stuck it down. It's not going anywhere. I mean, there is no lift. There's no nothing. This is together. So let's move that over here. Now we need to attach everything together. So like a madman, I've been printing a lot of screws and nuts. I know I released a video on how you could do that in Fusion 360 using the McMaster-Carr catalog. Oh, and a fun tip. Apparently the terms of use for the McMaster-Carr catalog says you will not use the CAD files to 3D print anything. What? So McMaster-Carr, I am sorry. I will not do this for a profit, but I realize according to the terms of service, I am not in the right, though I took an M3 and scaled it up, and so I created a product that they didn't have, but at the same time, I don't think the terms of service allow me to change the CAD files, so I don't know. But the goal is to replace the plastics with metal parts eventually, which leads me to the next thing. I did say in the end of the last video that this current incarnation won't be radio controlled. And a couple people were like, screw that, Joel, clickbait title, what? And I'm like, no, hold on. Hold the phone, just meaning this. I just need to get it together so that I can hopefully take it to MRRF. And then once we go radio controlled, we evaluate how well the different plastic pieces are gonna hold up, and we see if it will work for radio controlled, or if we need to replace the screws and nuts with metal, or if the lower part of the chassis needs to be CNC'd out of wood, or if for some reason 3D printed tires don't work. That's it. I want to make the car as 3D printed as possible. Once that's done, and once we go to RC, then we start changing the car. So what you see of the car will be for assembly. Once it's RC, it may look a little different because we may have to replace parts with sturdier parts. I hope that makes sense. There are parts of the model where the screw has to dig into the plastic, and when you're dealing with M3 screws and tiny holes, it's really easy to do that, but when you scale it up, it just doesn't work. So this right here, this is an M12 bolt or screw or threaded piece of wonderfulness. It doesn't go in here because this hole is built to have this tap that. But because I've scaled up everything, the sizes don't allow that to happen. So I picked up this tap and die set from Amazon. They delivered it the same day. I've got an M12 tap. It's an M12 1.75. And all you need to do, put it in the hole and just make sure you get it perpendicular and twist. The tap cuts the plastic. It's not a very deep hole, so we don't have to go too far in. And now we can take this M12 screw, put it right here, and it should bite into the threads and screw into the plastic. It doesn't wiggle around. This is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. This was the last piece of the puzzle. Now let me show you something. The way that the wheel works is you've got a wheel here, and you have a bearing on either side. This shaft goes through, this caps it, and then you put a screw on this side, and then this attaches here, and you put a screw on this side, and it's all held together. So the screw was supposed to tap the holes in this part of the front axle. I used that tap, which means that these M12 screws, well, they screw right in, and they hold on tight. But now, what about bearings? The bearings that are specified, the sizes are in the sheet, and I remember looking at that. Why couldn't I 3D print those? And here's what I was thinking. When 3D printing, we're dealing with a layered technology. And since the bearings are going to assist in something spinning this way, the layers, when you're printing this way and then go this way, the layers are going this way. So it should work. It just shouldn't be as free flowing, as free moving as a bearing would give it. But being that the car is 47 pounds of plastic, I don't think we need to have it as free spinning as possible, especially because we may change things when we go radio controlled. So I print a bearing, and I printed a bearing. This is Matterhackers PLA on the Morstruder. This is Matterhackers PLA on the Raise 3D N2 Plus. They worked great. I just thought maybe with the Morstruder having taller layers, it would assist in the spinning because we would have greater ridges that things could ride on. Let's put it together. So the first bearing is gonna go here. That'll go in there. Second bearing goes on here. The cap goes on just like that. There we go. So then the screw goes in from the top. All right, and what I'm gonna do, it's a flat head screw, so I'm just gonna get my chisel and spin it. All right, that bites in really well. Now we can put this part in. At least I'm not using screwdrivers as hammers. There we go. So this part here attaches to the frame, or the arms, the front arms, and then this part is what's used to steer. But will it spin? Oh my goodness. I'm looking at it in the playback monitor and it's perfect. I'm gonna hold it and spin it. Here we go. Okay, just like I said, it won't allow it to move as much as a real bearing, but we just need it to sturdy up this piece right here so that it would work. And I would call this working. This is entirely other than the things that are glued to it. This is entirely 3D printed. These screws, these nuts. Yeah, these nuts. The arms, the top, oh, it's wonderful. And this would then go in just like that. And then another one would go back here. The back piece would attach into here. The wheels and the axle and the axle holder would go back there. And then all the top would go on. And this is it. This is legit it. All right. I leave for MRRF tomorrow, the Midwest Rep Rap Festival, where I want to bring this. So here's what I have to do before tomorrow. I have to use this tap to cut all the needed holes. I need to test fit everything. I then need to find containers to use this as checked luggage on Alaska Airlines because I already have my tickets purchased. I'm excited. I think it's time we assemble the 4X scale OpenRC F1 radio controlled car. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Side. Oops. Okay, that's ridiculously cool. Plastic everywhere. What the heck am I doing? One of the cool things about this OpenRC F1 car are the tires, and these are printed using Matterhackers Pro Flex. It's a wonderful TPU that's easily printed through most machines that can handle semi-flexible material. In fact, I printed this on the Taz 6 with the Morstruder, with each tire taking more than 1 kilogram of material and 24 hours to print. It's flexible, but it has lots of strength. And if you're looking for a semi-flexible material, I highly suggest you check out the Matterhackers Pro Flex. Go to matterhackers.com or save the link down in the description. Fast forward a few days, we're now at the Midwest Rep Rap Festival in Goshen. Daniel's here with me. And who better to help me put this together than the man who designed it? How you doing, man?
I'm great. And you are? Great, as always.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Well, I'm doing it better now that I know that all the pieces made it. FedEx did damage one of the pieces. I think we'll be okay. I'm excited. I'm excited to get this all together, my friend. What's the first step? I defer to your knowledge.
So I usually put together the bottom plates.
Okay.
And then I assemble the front assembly with the wheels,
okay,
the steering, and the rear assembly with the wing.
Oh, okay.
And the rain light and the wheel axle, and then go for the body and put it on, and
then
hopefully we should just magically be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Yeah. So let's
put this together. Oh yeah.
Perfect fit. Where do we put it?
I think we could set it out here. Oh my, there's so many pieces.
And then we can just basically start with the front assembly.
Okay,
so we got those
we
ones.
need these, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the one with this one's on bottom.
That one's on bottom.
Yep.
This is on the top.
One
We need this piece, right?
Exactly.
We'll need a lot of screws and nuts.
You have the screwdriver or the chisel?
I have the chisel, but these, unfortunately, these are all Phillips top. So. Oh wait, is this right with the flat pieces?
Oh no. No. Sorry, my bad.
Oh. You've done this before.
A couple of times. So you might think I should know how to do it. All right. So
this scale messes with your mind.
So this goes on the bottom plate like that, and then the screws under.
So we'll do the top ones
first.
first.
Exactly.
Okay.
That would be the appropriate way to approach
this.
Yeah.
Again, when you 3D print a screw, it's not going to be as strong as the metal counterpart, but I think we're going to be okay. I did print some extras just in case. There we go. And then this will be my chisel as a screwdriver.
That should be a little loose, so it can turn. Yeah, and the other one.
Oh, how's that?
Perfect.
Good.
And the other one. Okay.
There we go. Once it bites, it actually goes in pretty well. It's just a matter of getting it to bite. Because they're tapped on, the screw is supposed to tap the plastic on one side, and then it adheres with a bolt on the other, right?
So if you're printing this at the original scale, you need to have a high amount of infill and stiff material like PLA is perfect.
Yeah.
So you got the right amount of force pushing this together.
Sense.
Yeah. Because if you have like a PET or something that's a little softer, this will just go up with less force, and you won't be able to steer it.
We did have a broken screw in there, thanks to me and my overexertedness, but maybe we'll be okay.
Let's test it out.
That's kind of cool, isn't it? It's kind of cool.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the base plate there.
Yep.
We'll leave this, put together the rear part, and then put the both on.
Oh, okay.
Then we don't have to move all this stuff.
And here's my awesome printed bushings.
And they need to go in their pockets.
Yep.
And then we need some nuts to put in here.
Okay. We might need to assist in them going in some cases.
Ooh, that's perfect.
That one was good. Where's my sandpaper? Okay, they went in.
Awesome. Well done. High five. Sweet. All right.
I like that.
So we need this one.
You want to use that one, or do you want to use the glued one?
No, I want to use this one.
Okay.
Yeah. How many perimeters do you have on the print? 4. Do you know? 4, yeah.
I did 4 perimeters on nearly everything, just because
All right.
I thought that would give me some strength.
So let's see if this fits. Oof. That's
a good fit, isn't it?
pretty okay. Rear axle. All right. Then we need to put this one on.
Okay.
And also
Need some nuts,
the
right?
rear wing. Yeah. So put them in first.
I might. I'll sand the edges real quick, just to. I think when I was printing these, there's a little bit of a kick out on the first layer.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
How's that look?
I think it looks amazing. Looks great.
It spins.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
now,
mean, it'll melt itself if we're at speed.
But we're not yet anyway.
But we're, yeah.
Who knows in the future? All right, so we need the base plate.
Okay.
If I hold these two, I'm gonna let you
Oh, okay.
in the screws.
Yep.
Is it too long?
The screws are too long. So I have an idea. So I take a chisel and I go 3 threads in, and then I go, and it makes a shorter screw. This is the 2019 version. Yeah. This is after the Halo. Oh, much better, much better. I think that's good.
Perfect. All right. So let's move to the front part.
It just has to sit here, and it just has to look pretty. It's looking pretty good.
You got it?
Getting there.
And so usually, or later, when you're putting in your huge servo, it's gonna go in here.
Okay.
And
I don't think we need that,
the steering,
though.
No, but later.
Oh, later when we put in the giant servo. I see what you're saying.
It's gonna push on this one, and
I see.
we're gonna get it to turn.
Okay.
Right? But we'll leave this for now. All right. So I think we should start putting together the body itself.
Which panels first?
I usually put them together on the side and put them on. We'll just handle it carefully, and it'll be
okay.
Okay.
I trust you. Here, let's move that out of the way. Might need to give it a little encouragement. Let's see if that works. I'm just gonna test fit it.
Is it going in?
Yes,
yeah, pretty much perfect. Yeah, well done.
I mean,
you're a natural.
Okay, that one's
Sweet.
good. I wonder, you want to grab that sandpaper over there for me real quick?
I think Joel's struggling a little. Kind of looks like, look at the nerves. You see the nerves? Like this little ripple on his brow. It's like, oh my God.
No, the sweat is from being overweight and not exercised. And
I am so hot right now. Like, oh.
Well, I mean, you are so hot right now.
How's it going?
I think it's going okay. I think it's in. I don't think that broke. I think that was sliding into place.
Let's just.
Oh, look at that.
Let's just handle it carefully. So we should add all the screws now.
I guess I should have printed a bigger screwdriver.
You should have. Next time.
Next time. Just like a quarter turn more.
Okay, don't break it.
I didn't. Look, it's perfect.
All right, cool. So let's do these ones as well. So will you release like the scaled up files? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
This one I'm a little worried about.
Really? Why?
I don't know. A little heavy.
Awesome. So what should we do next? I think we should just
put the tires
add
on.
the tires and then the lid and
Front or back?
Then just celebrate.
And then we celebrate. I need my bushings.
Yes, of course you do. And the wheel lock nut. Damn, this thing is heavy.
I know.
How much does it weigh?
47 pounds.
How much is that?
22
kilos?
22 kilo.
Pounds.
Sorry. Metric.
All right, the rear tires. These are easier. Just slide them on. Oh, perfect. Let's go around.
I think I know what I'm doing. Maybe.
Don't be cocky. Drum roll.
Yeah.
We're not done yet.
No.
I know. Two pieces left.
These are the hardest pieces too.
One more.
One more.
And then we're done.
Well, then we're done. That's it!
You did it. Well done, man.
Dude, bring it in. Oh, it's huge. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Screws are gonna fail because they're printed, and it's not gonna run well because it's...
The plan is to put electronics in it, or
electronics and a motor. I've already got the RC parts sponsored. My buddy wants to power it enough to race a Tesla.
That will be epic.
All right, well, that's it. A big thanks for everybody that watched this far along. A big thanks to my audience. And of course, a big thanks to Daniel Noree.
Thank you.
I really appreciate all the wonderful stuff you do for the 3D printing
Thanks
community.
for building it.
Everybody
Thanks for putting in the
does.
time.
I do what I can. All right. Can I close it out? Are we good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Do it.
If you like what we do here on the channel, don't forget there's plenty of links down below that you can tickle that will directly benefit me and increase my smile 12% by day. Beyond that, don't forget to hug each other more, because I love you guys. As always, high five.
Bye.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah!